to Appalachia's Homestead. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Today we're trying to bust a move on a lot of chores. I just got done cleaning out the basics of the Silky Chalet. We even got rid of some of our nesting boxes. We're gonna replace them, freshen up everything for the girls. But some of this stuff I wish I'd gotten done about 6 weeks ago, but it didn't work out that way. You just gotta keep moving, right? So let's talk about all the stuff that's going on. Wow, I know, right? So the weather's cooled down just a tad. We got a huge thunderstorm yesterday that was unexpected. So, you know, that's how it rolls these days. So some of the chores got put off, but we got out here today. We're starting with the Silky Chalet. We have completely cleaned it out. I stripped out the nesting boxes, cleaned the front. I'm gonna pressure wash the outside exterior, hopefully in the next couple of days, so we're getting it out. We're gonna hang some new nesting boxes. A lot of you ask about what bedding do I use for my coops. My preference is pine shavings. Some people use straw, some people use hay, some people use sand. Do what works best for you. But I have found over the years, this is my best friend. It's not too hot. It keeps down the mites, because typically when you use straw, you tend to have a mite problem. But we have had 0 mite issues this year, thank the Lord. So you got to try to keep these things as clean as possible. Clean out your nesting boxes as much as possible. You know, just to keep things tidy. It's never going to be perfect. I know you see all these things on Pinterest and Instagram, and chicken coops have poop, flies, cobwebs, all of the above. So we are trying, oh, and I even cleaned the little window there. It's so cute. So we are trying as quickly as possible to hit our August 15th deadline for all of our chores. This was one of them, so we're there. But to get everything ready for goals that we have, and for early fall prep. So honestly, this is going to help, because the more you do this, especially right before fall, the easier that cleanup is going to be. So yesterday, here's the deal. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. So anyway, so yesterday we went to Knoxville because this weekend is tax-free weekend, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's back to school tax-free weekend. This happens every year. This has been going on for, I don't know, the last 20 years. I don't know when it started. I know it was going on when my children were in public school, which, by the way, somebody asked me, they're like, you know, they're asking me the difference between public school and homeschooling. My children were in public school, just so you know, for a couple of years, and we took them out. So this lady was like, how are you a room mother if you're a homeschool mom? I'm like, listening is good. That's okay. So anyway, but here's the deal. So we did decide to go out yesterday, and I dreaded it, because typically I avoid tax-free weekend, because it's, in the past, it is so nuts in so many places, because people get all their back-to-school items, clothing items, and you can also get computers tax-free here on this weekend. So, well, we need a laptop for our boy for school, and we knew that was going to happen. So we decided to wait till late afternoon, go to Costco, check out that place first, because the closest Best Buy is already closed. We have to go all the way to deep West Knoxville to go to Best Buy. So anyway, met a couple of y'all out there, a couple of followers. You were so sweet, and I really enjoyed meeting you. But here's the deal. We were talking, so here's the deal. So we're tax-free weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then August 1st is Tuesday. Then we're tax-free here in Tennessee. I believe it's for August, September, and October for various food items. So do your homework. So we don't have tax-free food here. That's why a lot of people in, like, on the tip of Kentucky, they go up to Kentucky, Middlesboro and all that, and they get their groceries and different things. They'll jump over the line because they don't have tax up there. We do have that here. So we have, though, for August, September, and October, it's a good time for you to stock up on all of your food needs if you want to stock your pantry. Hey, every penny is going to count, right? So here's the thing. So I expected it to be total mayhem yesterday at the Costco. Now, what I saw may not be necessarily indicative of everywhere, okay? I didn't go around every place in the state of Tennessee, clearly. But we drove by a couple of Walmarts. We went through Turkey Creek, which is a kind of a large shopping area in West Knoxville. I didn't go to the mall, but I was really surprised that Costco wasn't really all that busy. I mean, they had so maybe they had a major rush on Friday into Saturday morning and I missed it. Always a possibility. But there were times where I was walking through Costco and the aisles were completely empty. There were 2 or 3, there's a couple of folks that looked like they were doing their regular stock up on stuff, food items. Most of the carts that I saw were maybe a third full or less. And they were food items. For the most part, while people were looking at the clothing items, I didn't see them stocking up on tax-free items for back to school. Maybe that happened when I wasn't there, okay? You had a little rush at one time to, people to check out, and then it kind of deadened out. And then by the time we were checking out, it got a little busy again, people checking out. So there were some waves, right? Because I want to be fair here. But James and I were both, because I always look to James and I say, am I missing something? Am I seeing something? He said, no, I don't think it's busy at all. It looked like, we really were bracing ourselves for everybody parked out to the main thoroughfare, a really busy, like Christmas time craziness. It was not that way when we were there. When we drove past a Walmart that was right around the corner nearby, the parking lot, Saturday afternoon, weather was good, still good at this time. Parking lot looked to be maybe a third full. It looked like maybe like a Monday at noon type deal. So I don't know what you're seeing in your area, but I'm going to tell you right now, we shopped, we looked for a couple of clothing items. We did get our little laptop finally. We got the last one. So people were apparently buying. Either people had already done their shopping, which I'm not convinced they had or are going to at all, or maybe their inventory just is lower than expected because that's the way it rolled. But anyway, the particular laptop that we got the last one. So we'll see. But here's the thing. So we decided that we were going to eat out. We were going to have a treat because this coming week is going to be really hectic with my boy's surgery and all of that. So we got a bite to eat. And I said, okay, it's going to be crazy. It's 5 o'clock in Turkey Creek. We're probably not going to be able to pull this off because restaurants typically, see, I'm basing my opinion off of years of experience in the past, right? Right? Because we're back to normal, right? 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 And the economy is strong as, right? Yeah. We walked right into a really, is it the most expensive restaurant in town? No. Is it the nicest restaurant in town? Well, no, but it's a pretty good steakhouse. And, we thought we would treat ourselves. And I told James, I said, we're not going to be able to get in there. It's 5 o'clock on a Saturday. Are you kidding me? We walked right in. Nobody waiting. Parking lot, open spaces. Went right to a seat. We ate. It was good. Enjoyed it. It was a nice little treat. And we got up to leave. When we left, there were 2 people waiting to be seated an hour and a half later. So I don't know what you're seeing in your area. There are certain things and certain places at certain times that do seem to be somewhat normal in terms of people, or at least people being present. Now, as far as them actually spending money, that's what you have to watch for. So are they spending a lot? If they go to a restaurant, are they getting the $30 filet? Or are they getting the $14 sandwich? I know $14 for a sandwich is ridiculous anyway, but you see what I'm saying? Are they modifying what they're doing if they get to go? Are they going as much? Are they spending? And if they are spending, what are they spending it with? Is it cash or are they putting it on credit cards? So I'm just curious to what you're seeing out there, because what we're seeing here in East Tennessee, again, we are a place where a lot of people are trying to move to. I spoke with a lovely couple yesterday that just moved here from California 3 years ago to Sweetwater, Tennessee. I said, Lord have mercy, that's Monroe County. Like, half my family's from Monroe County. They were like, really? I said, oh, yeah, hello. But, so, there are people moving here. Still touring, tourism is still going on somewhat here. But I'm really curious to what the real numbers are. Is it really truly what they tell you it is? Is that what you're seeing? What are you able to spend your money on? To me, it's like this. It's like if being back to school, we're doing the minimal. We are, we have to get a laptop. Some people have to do that. Some people don't. If your kid's 7 years old, you may not have to do that. And maybe your last year's clothes are probably just as good. Are you waiting for a certain sale? So if you're spending your money, especially with opportunities, if it's a sale weekend or a tax-free weekend, what decisions are you making? Maybe you're not doing anything at all and you're just riding it out. So tell me your thoughts. What are you seeing? So I'm going to get back to work. We're going to get these new nesting boxes out, and I'm going to let the silkies back in because they're like, what are you doing in there? They're so nosy. But anyway, so we are getting back to work, getting a lot of things done. It's going to be a very busy week. It's been really, really hot. Again, guys, they're trying to tell you all this stuff about it's a boiling summer. I'm telling you right now, I've been in East Tennessee 99.9% of my entire life. And while in the moment of it being 94 and the humidity's 100,000, you feel like you're dying, it is no different than in the past. So don't let them fool you with all of these shenanigans on the sun and the heat and whatever. We have had this every single summer, just about, ever since I can remember. It's not abnormal, especially when you're pushing into August. It's really hot in August. So just remember that. Don't fall for the bull crap. All right, girls, we got you cleaned up in here. You ready to come in here and lay some eggs? Guys, we've got a lot of videos coming up. They might be a little odd this week because, like I said, my son has to have surgery. If it all goes well and he's resting and no problems, everything will be normal and we're moving on. But if something happens or he's really sick, because I know when I had my wisdom teeth taken out, I looked like somebody had put like a pumpkin on my head because I was so swollen. It was bad. I got over it good, got over it pretty quick, but for a couple of days, you remember with that? So bad, so bad. So I guess I'll be cooking a lot of mashed potatoes. Like, subscribe, and share. We appreciate you. Hey, this is what it looks like. Guys, be good out there. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next video.